If you find yourself missing out on the Performance Pack's more aggressive looks, or just want to give your S650 Mustang a bit of a visual boost, this Performance Track Package style rear diffuser will appeal to you. Featuring an easy installation and a really good price, this is a great addition to any build. Just a quick note on fitment here before we dive in. This diffuser will fit 2024 and newer Mustang GT and EcoBoost models, but will not fit those equipped with the factory quad-tip active exhaust. I don't think any of us will debate that the Performance Pack equipped S650 Mustangs look cool, and now you can bring a little bit of that style to your own car without having to pay the higher purchase prices those cars command. This diffuser brings with it a bit of that track-oriented style and attitude to an otherwise standard Mustang. You of course get the 5 vertical fins here in the center, which can help add a bit of additional airflow and downforce as they do on standard Performance Pack cars. You've also got the extended strakes on the outer edges here, again mimicking what you would find on a factory issue Performance Pack. It really gives the rear end of the car that much more of an aggressive appearance, and this does stick out a little bit proud of the rear bumper too. This one comes finished in gloss black, so it's ready to mount right up on your car and provides you with that OEM type look and feel. The finish is really quite nice, and once you've got it mounted up, it looks like it should have been there all along. Now this is also designed to fit without the need for other modifications, making for an easy installation process as well, but we'll talk more about that momentarily. The diffuser here is made using injection molded ABS plastic, which is of course known for its lightweight and durability. This is one piece, and since ABS has a good tensile strength and flexibility built in, we'll be able to hold up to impacts out on the road. And of course, it comes right out of the box ready to mount up. Coming in at around $200, this is one of the most affordable options on the market for the S650. And if you want that look, this is a great way to get it without paying the expensive prices of going through Ford. Installation gets a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and the job should take you around 1 hour. Like we were discussing a few moments ago, this is just going to clip right in using the integrated mounting points right here on the bottom, and uses a little bit of double-sided tape to keep it right in place. Not much more I can say about it here, so with that, let's head on out to the shop and we'll walk you through the process step by step.
For this install, I need a 3/8 ratchet, 3/8 extension, 7mm socket, and the supplied double-sided tape. Alright, today we're going to be installing a rear diffuser on our Mustang, so let's get started. So before we get our new diffuser installed, we just have to do a little bit of prep. So we have some double-sided tape that we're just going to run along this top edge here. On the back side here, we'll be reusing our factory bolts, so that's not an issue. We're just going to take our supplied tape and just run it up along this inside edge here to where it's going to stick and sit against the bumper. So just going to start at one end and work our way around. Now you can do this in multiple pieces, but it is definitely easier to do in one. You just need to make sure that you work around this cutout there. All right, and once you get to the end here, you just tear that off, and we're just gonna lift up on the edges and start peeling that away. So when you go to put it on, we can just peel it off when it's up there. So now before we get this on, we just have to take our factory bolts out of the bottom of our factory diffuser. So we're gonna take our ratchet and 7mm socket and take our bolts out from here to here. All right, now we're ready to get our diffuser on. One thing to note, you do want to make sure that you clean your surface properly so that your double-sided tape will stick. Ours is clean, you can just see a bunch of scratches over it, it's not dirt. But now we can go ahead and get that on. As you see, we're ready to install now. As you see, I have our edges peeled up on both sides so we can peel that away while it's up there. I'm gonna set this over top like so. Just gonna get a couple bolts down here threaded in so it doesn't fall. We can get our bottom edges stuck down. And then just slowly peel that down and around. If you need to, you can pull back on it and that'll lift it up. Go from the other side and finish it off. All right, now I just lowered the car to make it easier. Now obviously you don't need a lift to do this. You can do this on the ground. You just have a lift so it makes it easier. But just push up on the whole thing and that'll release the tension so you can get this off all the way across. And give that a good push down all the way around. And we'll go back under and secure our bolts. So then we can go ahead and get the rest of our bolts put back in and tighten down. Once again, we have our ratchet and a 7mm socket. And that wraps up our install of our Performance Track Package Rear Diffuser, glossy black for a 2024 and newer Mustang GT, without active exhaust and EcoBoost. And remember, for everything Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.